I want to give you a fun question, Guy. Let's say we're in the middle now of we're in the middle now of 2023. You know, a huge crash happens. You're ready to take out a position. Besides Bitcoin, what are 5 altcoins that you would look at to take out positions in during a crash?
Good question. Okay. Well, I'm not going to say Ethereum because I think that would be kind of obvious. But so what would my next 5 be? I think Atom, definitely. I'd be very quick to jump on that. I think it's an amazing project. I love Cosmos. I love I love this idea of interoperability. I think the project is there's some really cool tech there. There's a great team behind it, and also I must say a really good community behind Cosmos as well. So I would certainly look to pick up some Atom, start staking it straight away, because there are some there's some amazing returns on staking Atom at the moment. Obviously, a few sort of tokenomic concerns to bear in mind with it, but I must say I was really impressed. Was it about 2 or 3 weeks ago? I think the community took a vote on Cosmos 2.0, didn't it? And they actually, as I recall, they kind of turned it down, which was a bit of a surprise to me. But I think that was a really positive sign for me, because it showed just how engaged the Cosmos community is. And I think that will result in the devs coming up with a better proposal for the project as a result. So Atom is definitely one that I would look to pick up. I can see myself as well picking up some Algo too. I think Algorand is a really interesting potential play for the next bull market. I think we could see a lot of really cool, really interesting, really successful projects develop in its ecosystem, during that time. I think it has a good shot as one of these non-EVM chains as well. I think that positions it really, really well. And yeah, there seems to be a lot of development, a kind of strong community behind Algo too. So that would be another one. What else would I pick up? I think I'd certainly go for Arweave. Now, I'm realizing that this is, but coincidentally, they're all beginning with A here. That's in time. I'm just starting at the top of the alphabet. No, Arweave is a project I really, really like. I think it's got an amazing use case. Again, amazing tech and team. So a lot of those fundamentals match up for me. So yeah, Arweave, I think, is definitely one that I would go for too. What would be, so how many have I said? Is that 3 so far?
3.
3. Okay. I think as well, I would certainly be interested in looking at more projects in the Cosmos ecosystem, because again, I think there's really cool stuff happening in that whole project. So, I mean, these would be very, very speculative. So I'd probably be looking at things like Osmosis and Juno and things like that. I think those are cool projects. They've got a lot of development happening, good potential in that sector. And, I'm a big Cosmos fan, as I said. So I'd certainly be looking at those projects, maybe not snapping them up just yet, but we'll see. And I guess one more would be, well, A again, Aave. Because I think
because it starts with A.
Because it starts with 2 A's, yeah, that's double good. I think DeFi's time is going to come again. I think DeFi is going to be a big narrative of the next bull market. Aave is a really well-established project. It's got, again, the fundamentals are in place there. And I think it's one of these ones that's definitely, going to stick around, definitely going to be one of the survivors of this bear market. And I've kind of resisted getting into Aave before. So I think this would be, if we crash further from here, then I think that would be my time to pick that up too.
I'm with you with Aave, with Algo, with Atom. I wondered about Cardano, because Cardano, big community on YouTube, perhaps because Charles Hoskinson is streaming so often. What do you think about Cardano?
I like Cardano. I sort of have this weird thing with Cardano. It's like one day I'm really, really bullish on it. And the next day, I kind of start questioning it and all that sort of stuff. And I guess that comes as a result partly of that community, because yeah, you're absolutely right. The Cardano community is one of the biggest, one of the most active, one of the most supportive. And Charles is this really kind of inspirational figure. Yeah, I think I would definitely look to pick up. So I sold out of ADA recently to hold in stable, but I think yeah, definitely be considering going back into it as well. Again, there's interesting stuff happening. I was a little bit disappointed to see that, you know, I don't think there's been a huge amount of cooperation between projects on Cardano. I think, you know, it's still, and I still keep hearing this stuff about how it's quite a difficult ecosystem to build in. But that said, you know, I think there are really cool projects building there, and that community seems to be, you know, enough to sustain it through tough times at least. So yeah, I would definitely be considering ADA as well, and obviously because it begins with A, so it's a no-brainer.
Next question, kind of personal. Feel free to, you don't have to answer if you don't want to. But right now, besides Bitcoin and ETH, what's your next biggest holding? To watch the full conversation, there's a link down below in the video description. And if you're interested in learning more about cryptocurrency, click subscribe right now. We drop a video every single day. You do not want to miss one. See you tomorrow.